I was heading to my brother's barbecue later in the day, and I let him know that I'd bring him some smoked fish or some form of smoked fish dip. So I figured I'd try and chase some tailor or some herring. I had some lures which were sort of matching both tailor and herring just because I didn't really mind what I caught, preferably obviously tailor. I worked out that this lure from a few videos ago is actually from Ireland, and they made them for trout, but they work awesome for tailor. As it's in line, basically when the tailor takes a big hit and shakes its head, the lure rolls up the line. That way it's harder for them to use as leverage to flick out of their mouths. I was using my lighter tailor setup, which is an 8-foot rod with a 3000 reel. I've just got 10-pound line on. I've got 20-pound leader because I'm around all the rocky reef. Often walking out of it, casting over, you can get buried pretty easily. Again with this lure, when you see the tailor shake its head, the lure flies up the line. Measured, bled, then chucked on ice. The beach I went to just has rock and reef littered all over everywhere, so I have a few casts at each spot and slowly make my way up the beach. There's no real swell today, so I can literally walk right out on the edge. I chucked on a 20-gram Halco twisty, but I kept on bloody getting flicked off right at the end. I flicked over to one of my more solid herring lures, which is a 11-gram shiver stick. I had one in gold, which is great in overcast conditions. Bloody got flicked off again. I had to adjust my drag, so I had it set for tailor, so I loosened it right up. It's a great little lure. I bought it for giant herring. Hopefully I can christen it over the next couple of weeks. The herring usually come around in packs, so usually catch them all in about 5 minutes of each other. I don't have any burley on me today, so I probably could have extended the bite if I brought some. After the bite died down a little on the shiver stick, I flicked over to the old classic Savage Gear white flash. I lost the first one and then managed to pick up the second one. He was pretty unlucky because I pretty much just sunk the hook right into the top of his head. I was planning to smoke the fish, so I chucked it in the brine first, which is about 1 litre of water, 2 tablespoons of pink rock salt, and 1.5 tablespoons of raw sugar. I mixed it all up so it dissolved, then I added the fish. The tailor was a bit big, so I had to chop off the tail to fit it in the container, added the herring, and just topped it up with a bit of water to make sure it was all covered. After 2 hours in the brine, I rinsed it off with cold water and patted the fish dry with paper towels. I then added to the smoker for probably about 45 minutes. The smoker was at about that 90 degrees Celsius mark. All the flesh was easily flaked off the bones. I then mixed it with some cream cheese, mustard, hot sauce, bit of mayonnaise and fresh dill. Served on some salty crackers, can't go wrong. For more Perth Metro fishing videos, please subscribe. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments section.